Hey guys, Liz here. Happy Friday to you. Well, today I'm back in the dining room. And before I get started, please excuse my appearance. My daughter had senior pictures today and we went to her school. It was a beautiful, sunny, hot, humid Virginia day. And just as we came out, we got caught in a major downpour. I mean, my hair was sopping wet and I'm just too lazy. It's Friday and I don't really care. You know what I mean? I just don't care. So we're just gonna roll with this. All right, on to the video. All right, so I was thinking, what am I gonna do with my dining room table? How am I gonna amp it up? So I went to Ross the other day. Just remember, when all else fails, and I mean when all else fails, go to Ross, because you can't beat the price. So this picture and painting is my inspiration. And so I wanted to find some plates that would kind of have those colors in it, and look what I found. Now, I wish this was more of a beigey, creamy white, and it's more of a stark white, but still, I think it goes really well with that picture. It's fun, it's bright. To me, it says summer. It says French country. It says Tuscan. It's all of those things, all of those things. So this is what I'm gonna place on my table. And I was so mad. I love, oh, and they had a cute platter. I didn't get it though. Anyway, I wanted to get these bowls that go with it because they're so cute. And they only had two. So I thought, you know what? These two will be probably at the end of each table. And I might just stick a garden ball in it and call it a day. But anyway, I think they're really cute. Right? Now this plate, in case you guys like it, this one was only $4.99 and this bowl was $3.99. So I got 6 of these and unfortunately 2 of these. So anyway, I'm gonna put those on the table and I think it'll be gorgeous. And I just made this little arrangement and I'm thinking I'm gonna put this on the table, but I wanna run down to my storage room and grab some sunflowers because I think it would be really pretty. But I got this basket at Ross, and then I got the ferns at Walmart. I just got 3 of them. And anyway, this basket goes with my floors kind of and my table. So boom, bada bang, centerpiece. But we can do better. I'm gonna go grab those sunflowers just to throw a splash of color in there to match my candle, to match the yellow and the yellow in my blooming, blooming lamps. All right, let me go get those. All right, guys, I've got my ferns here and I ran down to the basement. I got some sunflowers. I have a bigger version bundle. And then I have these little guys that I got from Walmart and they were $2.47 each. So I'm just gonna take these little tags off and start playing with my arrangement. And unfortunately, they've got these real long stems, so I'm gonna have to bend this and stick them in here. But no rhyme or reason. Just gonna stick them where they make my eyes happy. And actually, this arrangement is making me so happy. It's so cute. Do you guys love sunflowers? I sure do. I just love them. There's a restaurant, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 minutes from here. And they do like Tuscan Italian kind of food. And they have big, beautiful bouquets when you walk in there, and they've got a lot of sunflowers. And so I was kind of inspired to do something with these because of that restaurant, because they make it look so cute. Anyway, I'll speed through this. so you guys don't get bored. I should have had the tags off prior, but I literally just ran out of my basement and grabbed them. I absolutely love it with the ferns. Love it. Because the green just makes the most beautiful backdrop, and it makes everything pop. Makes this yellow pop like crazy. Oh, one fell off. See if I can stick this one back on. I just have to get this one sticking back on. Got it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Done, done, and loving it. Love it. All right, now we're on to the subject of the chandelier. Now, last night when I went through all of your comments, all of your lovely, lovely comments, several of you said swag it. So I already knew it was a great idea, but I already knew because I tried that the wiring and the chain were way too short. So that wasn't gonna happen. And yes, I could go get a longer chain, but I think it will drive me nuts seeing it swagged. I just think it will. So anyway, in going through your comments, several of you had mentioned, why don't you put a ladder over your table? Now, I had thought about that before, and I thought, oh, that'll make the room look too informal. But as I told you guys, the more and more I thought about it, I'm like, we aren't fancy people. If I had all the money in the world, I probably wouldn't want a fancy schmancy dining room. I mean, I might, I don't know. I don't think so though, because I like my spaces to feel comfortable, like you can kick your feet up and just relax. And if you had a fancy schmancy dining room, you probably feel like all prim and proper, and then you wouldn't feel comfortable. And when people come over here, I want them to feel like they're at home. So as I started thinking about that last night, I was like, you know what? That is a great idea. That's a fabulous idea. So guess what I did? I got my handy dandy phone out, went to Amazon, and I put my filters on there, prime, next day, and I got myself a ladder. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, and I only got a 5-foot one. I was gonna do a 6-foot one, but then I went, they didn't have an option for this one. So anyway, I think I got it from BarnwoodUSA. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go get it because it just came, and I'll show you what I got. All right, guys, you can see my boxes right there. I was right. This is from BarnwoodUSA. The color is brown. It was the 5-foot version, and it was I think $69 with Amazon Prime. And I ordered it late last night, and I got it this morning. So I just rolled in the door, and it was sitting on the front porch. So let's open it, and we'll see if it's even gonna match what I've got going on in here. Fingers crossed it does. And then I'm planning on hanging my candle chandeliers from it. So I don't know, we'll see how this is gonna turn out. Let's open this bad boy. Got it. Let's check out what we have. Well, it is chippy. It is real reclaimed wood. Didn't lie about that. Got stickers on here. Let's see if this is gonna work. Anyway, this is what it looks like. So it is a little different than my other one, but it is brown, and it actually goes pretty well with my stuff. Let me take you down and show you what it looks like. All right, so we have just unboxed it, And I would say it goes fairly well with my piece of furniture here. Now, when we lived in Washington State and we would go to all these like really cute decor boutiques, they always had ladders hanging from the ceilings decorated to the nines for not only fall, Christmas, spring, summer. They were just beautifully done. I'm gonna try to find a picture and insert it here so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you're interested in this and you don't care about having a fancy schmancy dining room, this might be a good option for you, because to me, I'd rather have something cute, cozy, warm, and inviting than something that's like prim and proper and beautiful where you feel like you're like, oh, I don't want to scratch the table, or you just don't feel comfortable eating in there. You know what I mean? I've been to people's houses like that, and I kind of felt just like rigid, like I don't want to touch anything, I don't want to break anything, you know? So I'd rather be in a room like this that's cozy, warm, and inviting and has pretties all around it, but you don't necessarily feel like, ugh, am I gonna break something? Am I gonna scratch something? You know what I mean? So anyway, let me insert a picture and then we'll move on. Okay guys, this is from one of my favorite stores in Washington State, and look how they decorated this simple rustic ladder and made it come to life with greenery and lights and florals. Now this is a ladder from Pottery Barn, and they had it decorated for Halloween. And it just goes to show you the options are endless. Now this too was a ladder decorated at Pottery Barn for fall with lanterns and crates and baskets and fall foliage. So you can see I was completely inspired by those ladders at those establishments and decided to do one of my very own. And here you can see a white rustic ladder that I had decorated with grapevine and fall garlands. And I also decided to add 3 lanterns to add that beautiful fall ambiance at the dining room table, because I didn't have a chandelier. Here you see it again. And it looks really cool when you sit underneath it. Now I know it's hard to tell in this picture, but this is an old window that I hung above my kitchen island in my house in Washington State. And I absolutely love it. And here you see I've got it decorated for fall. Now you can't tell in this photo, but there's a rooster sitting in a basket, but his head got cut off. Bingo, I found another picture, inserting it here, but isn't it cute? It really is a great way to add character to your home. Now, when I got sick of the white ladder, I brought out a dark brown rustic ladder and I hung lanterns from it for fall. And then I kept the top very simplistic because I had the candles down below. So this is always a great option when you don't have a chandelier. Now, I didn't have my LED candles turned on in this picture, but you get an idea of what it looked like. At night, it just glowed. So I think I'm going to give this a try, guys. You'll have to stay tuned till Monday. I need my hubby's help, and he's busy today, so it'll have to wait till Saturday. All right, now I want to show you some examples of Christmas using a ladder. This was back in 2012, and you can see here I kept it simple and I just hung a wreath from the ladder. And then I dropped ornaments from the wreath. Now this particular year, I had my white ladder up and I hung 3 wreaths from the ladder, and then I dropped ornaments using Mardi Gras beads. In this photo, I used curly willow branches and gave it a rustic feel. And I think by doing this, it adds visual interest, it adds dimension, and it gives it a really neat look. And guys, let's be honest, talk about a conversation piece. When we used to eat dinner under this table at Christmas, I mean, it felt like Christmas. And you know what? Now that I'm looking back on these old photos, I'm getting really excited to get that ladder hung in my dining room. Blast from the past. Isn't it fun to look back on old pictures and see how you used to decorate? And you can take bits and pieces of things you used to do and incorporate them with a new and fresh twist. So with that said, I know this was supposed to be part 2 of the dining room and it was supposed to be the completed look, but I really want to take my time this week and make sure I get the ladder placed properly on the ceiling, because this will be a staple piece for years to come. And come back and see me Monday and I will show you the final look, and hopefully it will be beautiful. And before I go, I want to share with you my old rustic window that I had hanging above my kitchen island. And as you can see, I had deco mesh when it was really popular to use that, with garland and Christmas balls hanging by Mardi Gras beads. And once again, I'll say it, what a conversation piece, right? Okay, so my last set of photos are my white rustic ladder decorated for spring, and I had curly willow branches and forsythia and white flowers and berries and feathers. And talk about sitting under something that's beautiful. I mean, I absolutely love this look. I loved it. It was rustic, it was beautiful, and once again, a conversation piece. And now you can see my rustic window in the distance. Anyway, I had a blast decorating my ladder and my old window, and now that I'm seeing these photos again, I am just so excited to get started and come up with something unique and different for my dining room here at this house. And here's that old window I talked about, decorated for spring. Anyway, guys, this is gonna wrap up my video. I thank you so much for stopping by for your lovely comments, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Love and hugs to you all.